All right, we are going to go over a few problems today. I had a few students email me these problems, and I always like to share them with everybody because I'm guessing that others may have the same questions. Okay, so let's start with this problem right here. Now there's a couple ways we can do, I'm going to label them 1, 2, and 3. There's a couple ways we can do the problem. The first way is you can just do it as is. You don't have to change the decimals to whole numbers, you can just do it as is. So you can also multiply by 10 or 100 so that there are no decimals left. So in this first one, I'm going to do the way where we get rid of the decimals, and the second way, I'm just going to do it as is. Okay? But again, it really doesn't matter. I just kind of want to show you both ways. So what we're going to do then, we notice this one has 1 decimal place, this one has 2 decimal places, this has 1. So since we have 2 here, I'm going to times everything by 100 to make sure everything is cleared. Now when I times by 100, it'll go here. It'll just go to the 0.07 because 0.07 is times this whole thing. So if I times 100 by 0.07, that's good. And then 100 times 0.3, same thing. We don't need to worry about the parentheses because it will eventually get multiplied there. So 0.3 times 100, I'm going to get 30. Still times x plus 50. Again, that didn't change because the 100 just got multiplied by the number in front. 0.07 times 100 is 7. Still times x minus 20. And then equals, I've got to move this one over twice as well, so I'll get 1,180. All right, now I've got to distribute. So I'm going to distribute the 30 in. Oh, I don't know why that's doing that. Let me pull out my little calculator here, because remember you can use your calculator and it is a great tool. Let's see. Let's make it a little smaller. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have 30x plus, well that one's not too bad. I know 3 times 5 is 15, and then there's 2 zeros. Minus, I'll have 7x. Now I want to times this minus right here by the negative on the inside, which will turn it to plus. So 7 times 2 is 14, and then we have that 0. So 7 times 20 is 140 equals 1180. Okay, next we're going to want to combine like terms. So I have positive 30x and negative 7x. So 30 minus 7, I get 23x. I have a positive 15 right here and a positive 140, positive 1500. Positive 140. If I add those two together, I'm going to get 1640 positive. All equals, oh, that could have been a bad mistake, 1180. So one of the most common things on these type of problems is just forgetting to write different steps. So just make sure you remember to write each step down. Okay, we're going to minus 1640 from each side. So we can get the x variable alone. Let me pull my calculator back out. So I've got 1180 minus 1640. Get negative 460, which does seem right. I still want to check it. Equals negative 16. Oh, oops. Let me erase that. There we go. Negative 460. Okay. I want to finish isolating that x, divide both sides by 23. So x equals, and I can just divide 23 here. Negative 20, which seems right because 23 goes into 46 twice. So, and it is going to be negative. Okay. So, overall, I feel good about that answer. It is it's an even number. It's an integer, so there's no decimals, but that's not to say if you get a decimal, it's wrong. So anyway, that's one way to do the problem with first clearing the decimals.